the divine feminine, the divine mother, and I thought it was perfect because the divine mother, you can look at it as Mother Earth, of course, but then you also look at it as the divine feminine. Now, the divine feminine is in each of us, man and woman, because it's not a sex. So I like the way that this lady, whose name happened to be Michelle with one L, I found out later, wrote about it. But, we want to really, really get into the qualities of what that divine mother is. And a mother has what kind of love, do you think, for her children?
Unconditional.
Thank you, William. 10 points, no prize. A gold star. An invisible gold star. I'll serially put on your third eye. Here we go. And what does a mother also have?
Compassion.
Yes! You guys are rocking out. So, and mothers are very intuitive as well when it comes to their kids. Hopefully they're kind and nurturing. But anyway, I'll read this because it's really cool. Yin-yang, masculine and feminine, is the energy of a whole being expressing itself. Whether we are male or female, it is contained within us, and this is not about labels. We were born out of sexual energy. We are the result of a meeting of a woman and a man, and therefore we carry the energy of both of them. Suppressing one of the two aspects doesn't make you healthy. For example, if you are a woman and you are not strong in your power, allowing anyone to treat you as they please, then you are not expressing the masculine within you. In the same way, if you are a man and you cannot express in a healthy way your emotions, then you are not healthy at all and you are suppressing your feminine. The point is, and I like the way she's written it, but I'll say what I think the point is here as well, is I'm looking more at the qualities. I'm not looking at saying a woman is feminine and a man is masculine, because then otherwise we get labelled if a woman does something, it's not as bad as it used to be, but, they're a bitch or they're this or they're that or they're hard-hearted if they're really strong. It's just the qualities of your soul, your spirit. We're all one soul, right?
Yes.
So she sort of hasn't quite got it right the way she's talking about it, but there is a lot of good points in here. In our society, the goddess, the feminine energy of creation, has been suppressed. Religions took over the spiritual aspect of life in order to establish a caste, to have the monopoly of the teachings of the great masters of the past, whom didn't found any religion. Yes, Sister Michelle, that is true. She's right there. This was done to manipulate what they taught, so that the masses would be kept away to experience expanded states of consciousness. Our power has been suppressed. Indeed, for each religion, we have a correspondent spiritual group. For the Christians, we have the Gnostics. For the Islam, we have the Sufis. Kabbalah, Judaism, all of this are non-recognized by religions, because they're mystical. They indeed do not respond to religions. They talk about the divine feminine. Sophia Gala, the goddess, wanted to experience creation, so a part of her consciousness took the body of a planet, planet Earth. One of the characteristics, Sophia Jaya. One of the characteristics of the feminine archetype is indeed the mother. She indeed nurtures us as the earth does. She is conscious and alive, and she gives us a shelter, a place to have fun, food, water. She nurtures us. She keeps us alive. Woman is the creatrix. She is the one that gives birth to this physical reality we live in. The womb of the woman, along with her sexual organs, is so sacred and yet today can be rented. Why? Because the womb is a stargate, literally. Now she's talking my language. It is what a soul uses to come into a physical body, to experience the physical dimension. once again through the merging of masculine and feminine energy. But then again, there are some men that are much better mothers. Bonjour, Charles. Divine feminine is also, yes, she wrote about Charles. Divine feminine is also linked to water, which is the element of the emotional world. Women are known to be very well connected to their emotions, which is great because they are the fuel of love. Well, I don't agree with that. Connected to your emotions. You don't want to be over-emotional. That's not strength. You want to have feelings of compassion, but anyway. Love is what makes you push towards your dreams, especially men. No, I don't agree with that part. Okay, we'll get rid of that. Another reason why the divine feminine has been suppressed is because women have been stripped of their power. Through history, they have always been subjugated by men, treating them as objects and denying their basic rights. This in turn acted as an impediment for men to express their divinity, the divine masculine. Because if you try to steal power from another, you are just expressing how powerless you are. Amen? Taking something that is not yours from another doesn't give you more. It makes you less than what you were in the beginning, because you are giving yourself away in doing that. That is why the revolution of consciousness is resulting in women awakening and taking back their power. They know their worth and they know they have nothing to fear. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. So we want to connect with our spiritual side, don't we? Yes, because that is who we are, soul. So you know all the ways to do it. One of the greatest ways of doing it is to go out in nature and whenever you can to walk barefoot on the grass. Let the wind, speak to the wind. I was on a hike the other day and it was very, very still but very, very hot. So I just spoke nicely to the breeze, to the wind, and I said, could you please be cool and go through the grass. Saw these cow paddocks. It's beautiful. Go through the grass and then come to me. Thank you. And she did straight away because you can speak to nature so easily. You are part of it all. We are one with it. We were made from the stars. So we're not just going to be a witness to the nature, to the beauty, and celebrate it. We're going to be one with it. You can talk to yourself. How do you talk to God? Look in the mirror and say, "G'day." How you doing? So we love what we do. We don't have to do what we love, but we love with gratitude everything that we do. So we let our creativity come through us. We learn to express through the heart. We take care of ourselves on every level. And we remember that supreme divinity, the Father, Mother of the universe, is who we are because we are one with everything. We are the people that don't get that yet, really don't get it. And I know that you truly do, to have unity, true unity, to be one with everything and to have that experience, that samadhi, that is enlightenment. But there are moments you can have of enlightenment where you are one with that. And that's when you have no thought. When there is no thought, you have total unity with all that there is, with every being. You love the divine in every single person because that is you. That divine presence within each person is the same divine presence within you. It is omnipresent. So the qualities we want to focus on this month is those of unconditional love and compassion and wisdom and beauty and, just that sacred mother. And to sort of have accessibility to that within you, and you can have that whenever you want. Whenever you're feeling afraid, you can imagine that divine mother, however you want to look at her, as a mother mirror, an armor, a little short blonde, or or a goddess, or my divine mother is Tara, the compassionate one, the goddess for all Buddhas or anyone on the path to enlightenment. She's never been born. She just is. She's part of the quality of God that I am one with in a very, very strong way. So just looking at her face, I become that face. And you can imagine yourself being, cuddled by the Divine Feminine. And at the same time, that strength within the Divine Mother that says, what in the fuck are you talking about? You can do anything. You're living in a dream. Let's, pull back that curtain. I was speaking to Souls yesterday, and I said to her, I just insisted that she get a prayer CD. I said, you pay it off however you want, but you've got to get a prayer CD. I said, you've got to allow me to know the truth for you. Because I said, once that curtain is pulled away, you will see a beautiful home that you own that you don't live in with your brother. You will witness the work that you're doing what you love to do, and assisting people and not working as many hours, 30 hours, and then you come home and all this rubbish. I said, it's just not the truth. You will see it because I will know that truth for you. And she filled out the form straight away because, it's really important to have that while it's still there. On the 14th of May, it's going up to $1,000. So right now, it's still at whatever it's at. What is it? One payment of $500 or something like $550, or two payments of $325. I don't know, something like that. But mysticalprayercd.com, be there or be square. And because I said to John, I think I haven't been led directly to take it off yet, but I hadn't been led to put the money up. And he said, well, if you don't want to do as many, just make it more expensive. He said, because it takes a day, and I have to, I pay him a little bit of it, a percentage of it, because he has to come up here twice in a week to, for each person's, to help me record it. Then he goes back down, an hour and a half drive. Then he has to come back up and edit it and add all the music, and then I have to listen to the whole thing and go through it and put even extra light in it. But it takes me approximately 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours, to create what I'm going to say. So there's a lot that goes in it. If my teacher had ever offered something like that, I would have paid up to $20,000 because that's whatever I had in my bank account. I would have paid it. Because it would have been that amazing, to have someone who knows the truth for you 100%. It's not about the money. It's about the respect of appreciating what you have. I was talking to Leo yesterday, and he just said, boy, talk about planting the seeds. He said, I just listened to that CD over and over again,